Welcome to Shurwin Technologies. You can visit our website www.financecareers.in for the free material. So, this is a demo on MBA Finance training by JV Indudar. We train you in finance and accounting concepts, will explain your academic project, will also help you to prepare your resume. So these are the services, or this is the training, or these are the training areas where we provide you the training. So coming to that finance and accounting concept, what we are going to cover in our training program are like this. So first of all, there will be an introduction class. So we'll be conducting that introduction class today itself. Then the first chapter will be cost, volume, profit analysis, and we'll cover different forms of business organizations, mergers and acquisitions, economics and banking basics. Then I'll deal with that introduction to financial markets. Then we'll deal with that financial market terminology, and then I will be dealing with that accounting. Afterwards, we'll be explaining you the adjustment entries, then ratio analysis and inventory management. Then we'll be dealing with that capital budgeting and cost of capital. We'll be sending a free material, completely free material for you if you join this training. In that material, you can find that frequently asked interview questions. And afterwards, we'll be giving some sample question papers. That is, we'll be conducting some tests where you can conduct, where you can practice what you have learned in this training program. So in the introduction class, we are going to deal with the basics that every MBA finance student should know. So in this class, we'll be dealing with each and every basics that every MBA finance student should know. If you are telling you are an MBA finance student, you should know all these basics. Then the first chapter will be like cost volume profit analysis. In this cost volume profit analysis, we'll be dealing mainly with that break even point, that is called BEP. Then variable cost and fixed cost. Then we'll be discussing about that operating leverage and the related topics. So then we'll be dealing with that different forms of business organization, in which we'll be explaining you about different forms of business organizations, like what is meant by a public company, what is meant by a private company, what is meant by a partnership, and etc. And we'll also be explaining you like what is meant by winding up. So all the topics which are related to that different forms of business organizations, we are going to deal with each and everything. Then we'll be dealing with that mergers and acquisitions, where we'll explain you about mergers, takeovers, acquisitions, the difference between mergers, takeovers, and acquisitions, and we'll be explaining like different types of mergers and etc. To discuss in our training program is economics and banking basics. Here we are going to deal with like what is meant by a monetary policy and what is meant by a physical policy, and we'll also explain the role of RBI in banking. Then we'll be dealing with that introduction to financial markets. Here, however, in the introduction class, we are going to cover a little bit of this introduction to financial markets, and whatever remaining part of introduction is left, that will be covered in the training program. So then we'll be dealing with that financial market terminology. Here we are going to deal with each and every terminology that is used in the financial markets, like what is meant by a share, what is meant by a debenture, what is a derivative, what is a systematic risk, what is a preference share, what is a bonus share, etc. Then we'll be dealing with that accounting part. In this accounting, we'll be covering each and everything that relates to that accounting. We'll be covering from the very basics. That is, we'll be explaining from general to balance sheet, each and everything. Okay, this is, specially designed for non-commerce students, so no need to worry. Even though you are a non-commerce student, we'll be dealing each and everything from the very basics. Then I'll be dealing with that adjustment entries, where we'll be explaining you all the adjustment entries that are very important for the interview. Then we'll be dealing with that ratio analysis, where we'll be explaining you about 20 to 30 ratios. We'll explain each and every ratio in a manner so that you can clearly understand and easily remember all the ratios. So the next topic we are going to cover in our training program will be inventory management. Here we are going to discuss about FIFO, LIFO, economic order quantity, etc. So then we are going to deal with that capital budgeting and cost of capital. Here we are going to discuss different capital budgeting techniques like at net present value, internal rate of return, accounting rate of return, etc. Then we'll also explain you the difference between cost of capital and opportunity cost of capital. So in our material, you can find that frequently asked interview questions which have been asked in the past interviews. There will be some 200 to 300 important interview questions. You can use this material as reference before attending the interview. So we'll be giving some sample question papers. That means we'll be conducting some written tests every weekend. That means every Saturday you'll be having a test so that you can assess your skills, whatever you have learned in our training program. So we'll also help you in your resume preparation and will completely explain about your project so that you can clearly answer all the questions about your project in the interview. Okay. We'll also explain you if you're having some past experience, we'll explain you how to fill up your gaps and how to put your experience in the resume. So to give you the overall picture of our training program, so here I am telling the points once again. Our training and material are completely interview oriented, and 95 to 100% of the interview questions asked in the companies will be from our material and what we are going to teach you in the training program. So no need to refer any other books. Once you complete the training with us, most of the questions will be asked from the training, from the classes what we have taken or from the material what we have given to you. So after that training, we'll be giving that 100% placement assistance until you'll get selected in the job. Until you'll get selected in the job, we'll be giving that complete placement assistance. Thank you for your valuable time. And if time is there, you can listen to our introduction class, which is just like a sample class where we are going to discuss about the very basics that every MBA finance student should know. Okay, so for more details on this MBA finance training and placement assistance, please feel free to contact us on 9000473473, or else you can email us at financecareer.in@gmail.com. For free material, once again we are informing you, you can visit our website www.financecareers.in.